Let me say something most people don't want to hear. Well, another tool won't fix it. Let it sit. Okay? So we live in time obsessed with systems, frameworks, methods, playbooks, checklists, and people collect them like insurance policies. And yet, despite all this sophistication, many feel more confused, not clearer. And that's not because tools don't work. It's because they are being used in the wrong order. So the question is this. How many tools do you know but rarely apply? How many systems once felt exciting, then quietly faded? Have you noticed that complexity keeps increasing, but traction doesn't? So stay with me till the end of this video, because by then, you'll understand why tools stop working over time. You'll see why strategy without context creates noise. And you'll recognize whether you're optimizing or you're avoiding. Well, the first point I want to make in this video is this. Tools don't create change. They amplify structure. And this is the part that most people miss. Tools do not override who you are. They amplify who you are. Well, give the same system to two people. One thrives, the other stalls. And what's the difference? It's not the tool. It's the structure the tools lands on. And I think you have seen this before. Someone adopts a method and suddenly everything clicks. And the person adopts it and feels overwhelmed. Same instructions, same assets, and different outcomes. So, is it luck? Well, I don't think so. To me, that's the context. So why tools become distractions? You see, when structure is unclear, tools feel productive because they give you something to do, something to focus on, and something to optimize. But optimization without clarity is just movement, not progress. And people don't use tools to move forward. They often use them to delay decisions. Tools feel safe. Decisions feel risky. Tools don't ask you to change identity, but decisions do. And that's why tools are so attractive. And context determines relevance. A tool that worked before can fail later, not because it's bad, but because the environment has changed. It could be timing, role, responsibility, and visibility. And when the context shifts, relevance shifts as well. So using an outdated tool in a new environment creates friction, and people blame themselves instead of the mismatch. And this is why people say, I don't know why this stopped working. I followed all the steps. I did everything right. Well, I know you did, but just not in the right context. You see, period 9 punishes accumulation. It doesn't reward it, unfortunately. More knowledge, more frameworks, more options. Well, you know what? It rewards coherence. Where everything is possible, clarity becomes the advantage. Where everyone has tools, context becomes the differentiator. Complexity now slows you down, where simplicity speeds you up. So if your strategy requires constant explanation, and if your system needs constant tweaking, and if your tools demand more attention than results, well, that's not sophistication. To me, it's misalignment. And this is the order most people reverse. They optimize first, then wonder why nothing holds. And architecture will ask, what role am I actually playing? What environment am I in? And what decisions matter right now? You see, once that clear, tools becomes powerful. But before that, tools are just noise. So ask yourself this honestly. What tool are you using right now to avoid making clean decisions? And that answer is usually uncomfortable, my friends, but it's accurate. So here's the real question. If you remove all your tools tomorrow, would you know what to do next? Not how, but what. And that distinction matters. You see, when tools disappear, structure is revealed. And structure determines direction. And that's why tools feel necessary when clarity is missing. So for now, okay, don't add anything new. Remove one system, pause one optimization, create space. And notice what surfaces when you're no longer busy refining. And you know what? That's where clarity lives. And this is exactly what we explore inside the Destiny Architect Telegram chat. Not tools for the sake of the tools, but alignment before action. And if this video irritated you slightly, that's usually a good sign. You see, tools amplify clarity. They